Hi. Did you find the place okay?
Yes.
Good, good. Sometimes it can be hard to find what room. These hospitals get a little crazy, the hallways and everything, so that's good. But my name is Cathy. I'm a social worker here. You can call me Miss Bates. I'm Cathy Bates. You can call me Cathy or Miss Bates, whatever you prefer. I'm a social worker here at the VA Medical Center, and just want to get to see what's going on with you.
Okay. I'm Michael.
Okay.
Spent time in the Marine Corps, so that's why I'm here.
Wow. How long were you there?
6 years.
Wow. Did you do any tours?
3.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So what brings you here? I mean, I've got a little background on you in a little bit, but what do you want to get out of this appointment?
Basically just general PTSD. So it's about counseling for that.
Okay. So you are looking to get some counseling. You feel like it's interrupting your life, or why do you feel like you need?
Basically for sleep,
So
for
you're not-
dreams, the anxiety, dreams, things like that, which means I can't function very well during the day because I don't get any sleep.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
Are you feel like you're okay there, or do you sometimes feel like you can't function?
No, it's safe. Yeah, feel safe. Just certain things during certain times, whatever else will trigger it.
Oh, really? So you said feel safe. What does that mean? What do you mean you feel safe?
I mean, there's no threat or anything like that. Just well, if you're in country or something like that, you will. In certain areas, you will feel safe. Certain areas, you don't feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, for PTSD, there's nothing at work that would make you feel unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain things that will trigger PTSD. Just certain things, even though you know that's not going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
but you've trained yourself not to look for those things, and you see them here, you think it's like there. So,
Yeah, I've heard about that. Okay. Well, I'd like to go over some policies and ethics with you. I want to let you know that everything you say to me, unless it's a threat to your life, is confidential. If I feel like you're going to harm yourself or anyone else, I will have to notify. I just want to clear that with you.
right.
So that's our ethical issue. But otherwise, I don't discuss any other issues with anybody else. I may get counsel from my coworkers and my supervisor to see where we can take this. If I feel like I can't help you, I will refer you to somebody for counseling. I am not a licensed practitioner that can do psychological analysis, but I can refer you to somebody. So if that's what you're looking for, maybe we can talk about that a little bit and talk about where you want to go from here.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
That sounds fine.
Okay. All right. So we talked about your PTSD, and you understand the ethical issues, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more. Do you have family?
Yeah, married, 3 kids.
Oh, wow. How old are they?
Not old enough to participate, but contribute is a better word, I should say.
Contribute how?
Money, anyway.
Yeah.
19 or 3 teenagers, let's put it that way.
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask you something before we get further. How did you hear about, I mean, I know you're a veteran and you know about the VA and stuff, but I know the PTSD has brought you here, but how did you hear about the social work helping?
Well, it's just a normal process you got to go through like everything else. There's always a process.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, the military is a process. I'm learning that because I'm still kind of new here. So, yeah, I'm learning that it is a process. There's guidelines and everything. But PTSD has been an impact in your life.
yeah, health-wise, just stress in general.
Yeah. So your family, you said, doesn't contribute money-wise? I mean, your kids. What
Uh,
about your wife? You said you're married.
Oh yes, yes, yes. You'll you'll probably find out most veterans will use uh, comedy as their stress relief.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
just kind of get used to that.
Yeah.
Our humor's not can be taken by a lot of people. So
Is it pretty dry?
oh, it's pretty inappropriate humor. So we're used to
Inappropriate?
yeah. Let's put it that way.
I want to talk about this feeling safe. Do you sometimes feel like you're on edge a lot of the time?
Not necessarily a lot of times, but sometimes. Just certain things will trigger it. Height is mine.
What does that mean?
Like driving up hills. It's the
Okay.
angle, so
Okay.
and that will lock me up.
Like paralyzing?
Paralyze
Oh. And so you avoid?
at all costs. Sometimes you can't, so you just fight through it. So.
Sure. Okay. So what are you looking for counseling with your PTSD?
Uh, just seeing the status, seeing what's up with it, looking at a professional to see
So a counselor.
what's going on. Yeah.
Would you be interested in like group therapy, or would you rather do individual?
Not really sure. That's why I just come to find out what would be appropriate with other things. So.
Okay. It sounds like what I'm hearing is you got the PTSD. You're I want to say, want to congratulate you. You got a lot of courage to come here. Not everybody, not all veterans I've come aware come to get help. They had a lot of their feelings in the PTSD. So I want to, say good for you. It takes a lot of courage to get help.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And it sounds like is your wife pretty supportive?
Yes.
What other groups do you belong to?
A few fraternal organizations. So.
What do you do there?
Kind of interested about it. Some of charity works. Just sort of different things. I mean, nothing in particular. Not like it's the Masons, Masonic orders. We do a lot of charity work. So that's basically what our meetings consist of, is where the money's going to be going for which charities.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically about it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
just help being around the guys, just other people you can talk to. Just help that you got friends. So
Yeah. So helping, talking about it helps.
yeah, there's people that don't judge you. So
Right. Yeah, I agree. So tell me about your wife. Is she, you said she's pretty supportive. That's good.
she works supportive. We both take care of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The kids aren't a problem. I don't know. It's just I just get on edge, things like that, because of non-sleep. Everybody, when you don't get sleep, you're cranky. It just filters through lots of different things. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're very aware of your feelings.
No. Most of the time, well, I would say most of the time. A lot of the times they can be raw, depending on how your day goes. But,
Well, give me an example.
if during the day, customers or just people in general, the general public are just irritating, mainly because I'm irritated. So they're just getting on your last nerve. It's kind of hard you can't jump out at them so much, because sometimes you jump out at home.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, they don't deserve it. They ain't gonna put up with it either. I don't blame them. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean,
I know. It's like, people, I'm not in a good mood. I
warn you beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it happens.
Yeah. Oh, do you like, what is that, coffee in there?
Yes, that's coffee.
So, I've heard a lot of veterans with PTSD, or they convert to alcohol, smoking. Have you experienced any of that?
Yeah, I've quit smoking. Learned to smoke while in there. Smoke while I was in there, because you learn to smoke in there.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like, okay, cigarette break. Well, back when I was in, whatever, cigarette break.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, well, I don't smoke. Well, then get back to work. So guess what? You're going to take a cigarette break.
Okay.
So you learn to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking, same thing. Because even if you're what we would call underage out here, it doesn't matter in the military. If it's a company function or an authorized function, you're allowed to drink. So
Yeah.
not a problem. But PTSD, a lot will self-medicate because you just want to kill the pain. So, and it don't work. So you drink for oblivion. You just don't want to think about it anymore. So.
Sounds like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you want to. What I'm hearing is you want to just bury the pain and don't want to think about it.
Right. You just want to be numb. You don't want to feel anything.
Right.
So because when you're in the middle of it, you feel everything. And you don't want to feel anything. Because it's overwhelming.
Is that mainly why you're here? You feel overwhelmed with your anxiety and alertness? You feel like you're on edge all the time?
At times, not all the time. At times.
At times.
So.
And you feel it would be better if you feel like it would be better if you talk to somebody about it?
Yes. Others from there, because a veteran only talk to another veteran, because you cannot relate with someone else.
Okay.
Because if you were to tell them what you've seen or had to do or those things to someone else, they would have a complete different outlook on you.
Right.
Or anything else.
They have a lot of commonalities and they understand.
Yes. Yes. I mean, just suggesting an incident that come up there, that other person will probably sit there and go, oh yeah, because he's living it with you, because he's most likely been through the same thing.
Gotcha.
So he would know the exact feelings, thought process, or anything else. Probably do the exact same steps that you did. So that's why it's best when we only talk to other veterans, because other people would have absolutely no clue what they're thinking or feeling, especially what they're feeling.
Right. And I think that's with anybody who has any certain issues, like, if somebody's going through a divorce, or if somebody has experienced any kind of trauma, like a loss of a child or anything. I feel like that would be that commonality, those support groups. And to me, it sounds like you're willing to talk about it with others. I almost feel like a group might help you along with individual analysis. What do you feel about that?
That sounds fine.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Are you looking to, I'm guessing you're looking to start right away, or how is your schedule and your transportation?
Transportation's fine. Schedule, see when that is, and then we schedule around it, because that's like with everything else. If you want it, you make time for it.
Right. So a goal would be today was to get you signed up for group classes, and also get you signed up with, to get you, I mean, I would feel like you would need a psychiatric evaluation. I mean, you seem pretty stable, but there's, if you want to look at, if you want to go more in depth, that would be your choice. If you want to do an individual counseling session with a psychologist or a licensed, I'm not licensed yet, so the licensed social worker can actually do that for you. I could probably find some resources for that.
Okay.
Are you agreeable to that?
Yeah. That's why we're here, to see what we need to do.
Yeah, I think that would be good for you. And I'd also like to get, since you do have a past history of smoking and are you an alcoholic?
Yes.
Okay, and you've quit. How long have you quit?
Over 5 years.
Good for you. That's great. That takes a lot. I know with people dieting, it's hard to quit eating some things, but I can't imagine alcoholic.
Some do. Some won't quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I would
quit.
like to do, maybe get some lab work just to see where your health is. Just to say, hey, if you want to look, what do you feel about that? Or you don't have to.
We'll see.
We can look at some labs and just make sure you're in a good place health-wise.
That
Check your
makes sense.
cholesterol and your heart rate. And are you on any medications?
Long bunch of them.
Are you? I'm talking about
Not psychotropic, but
yeah,
regular
stuff.
old people has.
Okay. So what we've gone over is you sounds like you got a really good support system with your family. Do you belong to where do you worship? Do you have a place you worship?
Family does. Me, not necessarily so much.
Okay. Okay. But it sounds like you got a good support system with your family.
Yeah.
That's really good. And again, I want to say again, it takes a lot of courage to come here to get help. Not everybody does that.
No.
So.
Yeah, I know a bunch of them that didn't.
So let me. I'm going to write down. I'm going to give you a couple of names. I'll give them a call and get back with you in about a week or so, because I know the holidays are coming up. I'm not sure exactly when do you feel like you can start.
With everything that's going on, probably the first of the year would be best for everybody, because I'm pretty sure people take vacations that you'll be getting hold of. So we just kind of put it in the process. Like I said, it's just a process. We'll put it in and see when it comes out and get it started.
Okay.
Nothing happens overnight.
Okay. Well, then I'll get back with you in a week, and maybe we can set up some appointments and see what groups we have. I think. Well, this will be your decision. You can either start out with a group or with a counselor, and I'll get back with you in a week about that. Does that sound okay?
That sounds fine.
All right. Well, Michael, thank you. I mean, it was great to meet you.
Nice to be here, I guess.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. You're starting in a good spot here. I feel like you're gonna do well because you're already in that mindset that you want help. So, okay. All right.
Well, thank you much.
All right. Well, you take care.
All right.
Thank you.